Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. One of the things that I really am big on is cleaning up in my shop. And right now it's winter time and I'm working in the shop more and more. And I noticed that even though I have this dust collection, and I've got dust collection on every piece of equipment in my shop, I'm still getting like small particles floating in the air. And I don't like to wear a mask that often. I do wear a mask when I'm sanding quite a bit, but for the most part, I like to just be down here working and listening to music. And yeah, I don't really like the mask deal, but I do have masks and I do use them. But one of the things that I was doing is when I was running some equipment, I would actually open up this other port right here and let that suck the air out of the room through this 1 micron filter. And that seemed to work pretty good, but I decided that I needed to have another filtration system just for the air. And I did some research. I was originally looking at the Jet and also the Grizzly. I'll show you a picture of them right here. And but then I did a bunch of reviews and I ended up getting one of the cheapest ones on Amazon, which is the Wen, and it was like $140 or something like that. And so I thought, well, if I get this cheap one and it has such good reviews, I can put one in this room and then I can put one in my CNC room also. And that should help with your, you really don't want to breathe in a bunch of sawdust every day. And I work down here almost every day for like 5 hours a day. So yeah, anyway, let me show you what I bought and let's get started. So here it is. This is the Wen model 3410, and it had a lot of good reviews. And even though I don't like to buy the cheapest products on the internet, I decided that this one, if it worked as good as they claim, and it was as quiet as they claim, it would be worthwhile because then I could buy another one for the other room. Anyway, let's open it up and see what we got. Three-speed remote control air filtration system. It also has a timer, which is kind of nice. You could just throw it on a timer and then walk away and it'll shut off automatically. Okay, first up. Now because I have an 8-foot ceiling, I'm actually going to mount it right on the ceiling. Hooks, chains. Don't know if I'll use any of those. Yeah, in my shop, I mean, it's just me. It's a small shop. I don't know, it's 20 by 15 in here and then another 12 by 12 in the CNC room. So I don't need to circulate that much air, but I need to do it. I need to try to do it at least once a day for a few hours to clean it up. Okay, there's our remote control. There shouldn't be too much to the instructions. There's just these chains and plug it in. I'll probably start off using an extension cord. Nice handle for lifting it up. Of course, I don't think you'd want to carry it around, but yeah, it's a small little unit and 120 volt, 300 speed, 350 speed, and 400 cubic feet per minute. So this should be good for this little room. And then if I like it, I'll add one for the other room. Let's check out the filter again. Probably going to need to buy some extra ones of these. So there's the first filter, and it's a model 90243-027-2, made in China, which everything's made in China. And then you got another, I think this is a 1 micron filter. And these things will generate a lot of air. Well, all that looks good. So we'll get this thing ready to go. Actually, we'll leave these out because what I'm going to do is drill some holes and mount this right to the ceiling. Or should I hang it? We could hang it up tight. Okay, it's 10 millimeter. Take all these 4 top screws out. And it comes with backing nuts, so we'll use those. Now my trusses run like that. And let's see what the dimension is. Hopefully this will make it a lot nicer for a safer work environment. You can really notice if you start breathing a bunch of sawdust all day, it will catch up with you. And it's definitely not good for you. But I love my little workshop, so it's worth it to add a few things to it to make it nicer down here. And in the wintertime, like it's getting ready to snow today, it'll probably start snowing tonight. You know, you're no longer working outside very much, so you're kind of stuck down in your shop, which I don't mind, but I definitely want to make it a little nicer down here. So the spread of my trusses, I'm going to put it dead center of this workbench right here. And my trusses are 16 inches on center, and these are only 12. So what we need to do is find one of those and mark that, and then we'll probably have to chain off a little bit to get our 16-inch width. Anyway, let's get started. So I think because my doors are over here, I want to suck the air in from this side because this is where most of the dust kind of travels this way. So I think I'm going to put the suction on this side. And there it is. I like the spot because this is kind of the area that I work at the most, is over here. And you know, I got my planer, which kicks up a lot of dust. I got the flip top with the sander right there. I think this should be a good spot. Okay, let's put the filters in and give it a try. Thanks for watching this episode of Outlaw Woodworking. I really like this Wen filtration system. It is super quiet. It has a timer. I've been using it for a couple days now, and it's really, you could tell the difference. And you can hardly hear it. And that's on 2 horsepower. No, that's on low right now. So that's on high, and you can still hear me talk. So yeah, it's a really nice machine, and I think it'll add a lot of good filtration for me breathing inside the shop. Anyway, I ended up getting rid of the chains and mounting it straight to the ceiling. Before it was down here, and I didn't really like it that low, so this is a lot better. And yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. For 140 bucks, I'll list the price. It was on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, well worth the money. It's a nice little unit, and for a small room, it'll be a big help. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Later.